First of all, let me say that it is truly an honor to be here in my home county. It's nice to be back in King County, and it truly is an honor and a privilege to administer this oath to our friend, John Arthur. It's an extraordinary moment that I ask each of you to just pause and take in for a minute. And that is, sometimes we take elections for granted. We don't really stop and reflect on the fact that this event, the event of electing our own, if you will, electing those who will represent us, civic participation, that's what sets us apart from so many countries in the world, is the actual right to elect our representatives and to see that peaceful transition occur from leader to leader to leader. It's extraordinary. It's the heart of our democracy. So today, when we are here to celebrate this success and this campaign that John Arthur won, I ask each of you again to stop and reflect and to treasure deep in your heart what it means to be an active participant in our democracy, to be a citizen in this country where you actually have the right to vote and to elect your representatives. Today, John Arthur gets to make a promise. The whole idea of administering an oath in public is the opportunity for that elected official to make a commitment to you. You, the public, you, the individuals who put him into office. Today is the day that he gets to, in front of the whole world, stand up and make that promise to you in an official way. By administering this oath to him, he officially takes office. He's fully then capable and willing and able to serve in that office once we administer this oath. So it's a very special moment for him, but it's also a special moment for each of you and our county. So John, I'm going to invite you forward, please. And I'll have you stand aside from the podium. Excellent. Good.
All right. Stage directing, as Randy always did for me when I was at King.
So John, I'm going to ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your full legal name.
I, John Arthur Wilson,
Having been duly elected
to
the office of King County Assessor,
King County Assessor,
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
and impartially discharge the duties of this office as prescribed by law and to the best of my ability, and that I will support and maintain the Constitution of the State of Washington and the United States of America. Congratulations, John.
Thank you. So I guess I better sign here.
All right, so we'll go ahead and have you sign. And I'll sign here with you. Go ahead and make it.
Now with that signature, everybody gets 20% off on Tuesdays. All right, kidding. I'm not kidding in the sense that I want to thank the Kent Senior Center, Kent City Council President Dana Ralph, and County Council members Kathy Lambert and Claudia Balducci, along with Pierce County Assessor Mike Lonergan, and a number of other elected officials here today. And I also especially want to thank Justice Hugh for administering the oath. I also want to thank my family, my wife Rebecca, our children Jared, Daniel, Rochelle, and Carrie, for your enduring support. God knows. A campaign wife she is not, but she's a black belt, so she keeps me in line in other ways. But I'm very honored and humbled to take this oath, and I take the oath shaped by my family and by many of the outstanding elected officials I've had a chance to work for during my career. You know, my parents taught me the importance of hard work and perseverance, My father was raised by a single mom and put his brother through college before joining the military for World War II. Over the course of my career, I had a chance for Congressman Al Swift to teach me the importance of driving for consensus even where others had walked away. Former Governor Dan Evans, as chair of the Northwest Power Planning Council, taught me that data and facts should drive solutions, not ideology. Former County Executive Ron Sims reminded me that we all have a moral obligation to improve the common good, no matter what our station is in life. And County Executive Dow Constantine continues to demonstrate that government can be well-run, thanks Fred, and compassionate. The Department of Assessment is truly a county agency that touches everyone in King County, whether you're a homeowner, a renter, run a business. We are stewards of the public and the public institutions that serve them. We form the foundational building block for public trust. As that, we will put taxpayers first. Thanks to the department's great staff, I can pledge to you today that we will do our utmost to be fair and equitable to every taxpayer. No one should pay more than they owe, nor less. Now, by state law, we set property values and calculate the rates needed to fund vital services, such as teachers in our classrooms, firefighters protecting our homes and loved ones, nurses caring for everyone from infants to seniors. This is important work, but I would suggest that the assessor has a higher calling, a higher duty. The property tax is a financial cornerstone of our local government. The assessor must strive to provide a stable, predictable, and reasonable revenue stream to provide these services. We have all seen the financial havoc of the real estate roller coaster. Skyrocketing values make housing and taxes more expensive. As we've learned in recent years, when the bubble bursts, homeowners' equity disappears, and the public sector scrambles to simply provide essential services. So my administration will have two initial priorities. First, we will aggressively pursue tools to help in the affordable housing crisis in King County. We cannot wait. Seattle is already within the top 5 booming real estate markets in America. That's great if you're selling your house, but it can be daunting if you're trying to buy one, or if you're a senior on fixed income, merely trying to stay in that home you own and raised your family in. We cannot have an economically sustainable community if we do nothing about affordable housing, and we will. That's why my team has already been busy prior to the election and now since the election to shape what we are calling the affordable housing tax exemption. We'll be in Olympia in the coming months to try to make that a reality, because we need more tools in our housing affordability kit, not fewer. But we will not stop there. As I traveled this magnificent county, I heard from scores of seniors living on modest incomes, worried that property taxes were also coming from the same budget they had to pay for food, utilities, medications, other necessities. This year, with no Social Security COLA increase, seniors find that property taxes can be a truly daunting burden. That's not right. We shouldn't be taxing people out of their homes. That violates every moral principle I believe in. Ironically, enrollment in the existing low-income exemption program for seniors, veterans, and the disabled has actually dropped each of the past 4 years. Today, in this county of over 2 million people, we have only a little over 17,000 people enrolled in the program. We will change that. We are already working on a plan to register thousands of homeowners. This is not a handout. It is not a giveaway. It is part of our solemn compact that we made to keep seniors, veterans, and the disabled in their homes, and we must honor that. In the coming weeks and months, you'll hear more about our efforts on affordable housing, outreach to seniors, strides to improve office productivity. I end today on a bit of a note of caution. It's based in part on my years as a reporter, the hopes for my own family, and from so many people I spoke to around King County. I must say, I'm concerned about our increasing reliance upon the property tax. Let's be honest with one another. Our tax system is fundamentally flawed. And as we struggle to find vital services, I worry we're setting the stage for a public backlash. Now, the generous voters of King County have passed a number of property tax levies for things from transportation to parks, emergency radios, and one of the most innovative recently, Best Starts for Kids. But our reliance upon the property tax also carries a steep price, adding to the housing affordability problem, worsening the income disparity that erodes the well-being of an already embattled middle class, and the risk, eventually, of voter disapproval and hobbling public services. I worry that someone will decide that a blunt force anti-tax initiative might be a good idea that could pass statewide, but truly cripple us here in King County. We must avoid that. To that end, as your new King County Assessor, I stand here today ready to work with any and all parties to create a truly fair and equitable tax system. I thank you all for coming today. I thank you for your support. I am truly honored and humbled by the trust you have placed in me as I assume this office. Thank you, and God bless.